新ロブジラ
Look at that fresh slice of canned pineapple. But first, it's tag time. On the front of the tag, we will have King Ghidorah engulfed in flames, which could either be from GMK or Operation Jet Jaguar. King Ghidorah from Operation Jet Jaguar, I imagine. King Ghidorah got 2024. This came out in 2020.
Shut the
Wait,
fuck
I did this
up!
already. Bamco. Fest Godzilla 4, or Godzilla Fest 4. Name of the project, Godzilla's store exclusive movie monster series. The side of the tag will be shaped out to Ghidorah's wing, and on the inside of the tag, Grand Theft Auto 6 has been delayed till May 26, 2026. Kumanga in both the movie monster series and Super 7 reaction line has been confirmed. And since this is a Godzilla store exclusive, we must sing the songs of our people. Fuck them all, let them all die! Now, I bet you're all just clamoring to know how I'm going to make this work for its allotted runtime, and I'm just letting you all know with all the honesty of my heart, I have no idea either. Details. They're not exactly as obvious as they would be on a fully painted figure, but they are very much there. So even though the eyes, teeth, innards of the mouth, and all of the horns and shit aren't going to be painted, it is cool to see the details represented and surrounded by essentially two colors, the base mold of the vinyl and this loving little roasted orange color, which is going to grace a better part of this figure's entirety. And no matter where you look, no matter what point, wherever you go, whatever you do, I will be right here waiting for you. And I know people are probably just tired of remolds and repaints, but I have to give it to you straight, Doc. Bandai embracing the wild paint jobs and the translucent molds with wild paint jobs, it makes me rather nostalgic. It reminds me of my childhood and the days of yore. And look at me now. You know, whatever it takes, or how my wallet breaks, I actually really do like this whole thing going on here. Granted, it doesn't exactly look like King Ghidorah's on fire. It looks like he's been turned into a fruit basket hors d'oeuvre gift type thing. But the simplicity of the presentation, whilst also allowing these details to shine, is quite nice. I mean, granted, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this thing was worth every dollar that I spent on it, including shipping. But this figure's starting to feel less like an obligation and more like a gift. Look at the highlight just below his fucking titty lumps on his chest, bro. And the basic streak on either side of the leg really gives off that pineapple-y effect. On the bottom of the feet, you'll see Bandai China and some numbers. These numbers right here match up with the GMK Ghidorah that was released last year, so this is the same mold. Don't worry, I'll show my work later. Just wanted to get that done and out of the way. Now, moving into the tail. Bro shitted himself. That's not really what I wanted to say, but I really do like how this was handled. How the underside is mostly unpainted but crawls off into the other color featured. It gives off a cool effect, and when you look at it from the top, I think it honestly looks even cooler. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm simple-minded, maybe it's because I lack coherent vision. Not that that makes sense since I technically really like how this looks, but yeah, I like it. And I know I glossed over it already, but I love that the edges of King Ghidorah's wings are going to be painted with probably the deepest this color is on the figure. It really is just a frame for all the major areas of Ghidorah and the wings overall. I'm sorry, man. When shit's cool, I just have to kind of say that it's cool because that's how I feel. The clubbed ends of Ghidorah's tails over here looking pretty clubby, pretty detailed, pretty honey-baked ham-ish. And yeah, as far as paint goes, I really don't have much else to say. Bro's kind of a two-trick pony. I mean, maybe there's some added yellow in here in some areas, but I have a feeling that's just the thickness of the vinyl. And again, I love that we can get something like this and then go full-on blank and then go right back into color. It's just cool. For once, it feels like a stylistic intention instead of, this amount of paint isn't in our budget. He's not going to be everybody's first choice when it comes to Godzilla store exclusive, whenever the US store starts getting those in at a volume. But if you're a fan of the GMK Ghidorah design, or you just want, what is this, the very first time they did a Godzilla Fest suit short figure thing? Either of those two, I do think there is something grand to have about this. Zing. What do we do next? Size comparisons? King Ghidorah over here will be standing slightly over 5 inches tall thanks to the horns and bananas on his head. Shokugan. Movie. OG movie. Hyper Hobby Magazine exclusive OG movie. America. CCP, HG, Finger Paparinos. And just like standard GMK King Ghidorah, the only thing that is going to be articulated is going to be legs. Yep, that's right. No neck, no wing, no tail. And however you feel about that is however you feel. I can't change your mind on that. It is a bit of a bummer. Spreckens of the Witch. Let's take a looky here, right? So as I stated in the post tab, formerly the community tab, yeah, these two are the exact same mold. The only major differences you're going to be seeing is just how low the heads are and the deformation of this guy's wing. Now, this guy was in a very hot UPS truck for a better part of 12 to 13 hours, so a little bit of warping was expected. And yeah, translucent vinyl is much more malleable than the standard vinyl. I mean, they both do give and bend a bit of the same, but this one, definitely more so. On top of that, we're gonna get the same make and model for the heads, closed center mouth, open left and right mouths. It's the same. The wings are the same, the backs are the same, the tails are just as ungodly long as they always were. Yeah, even if the refurbished suit or prop had some major differences to it, I don't think Bandai would have gone out of their way to make a new mold for a figure that they just did a new mold for. And I guess to close this portion off, I think Bandai could have gone a bit more stylistic with things, especially since he's supposed to apparently be caught on fire. I'm not sad that I bought it. I don't feel like I wasted my money. I quite like him, and I don't know where the fuck I'm going to put him on my shelf because fuck, it's already crammed. So since that's all said and done, let's turn off the dark. How many motherfuckers out there realize that was a Spider-Man reference? King Ghidorah is not exactly going to be reactant to a UV light. In fact, the tag is more reactant to UV light than the actual figure in and of itself. That's pretty much it. I'm sorry. It's mostly a translucent figure with a bit of paint on it, and I guess I didn't do that very well, so BRB? Low-key, just kind of racist of me. I'm sorry, King Ghidorah. Oh yeah, as expected, the light will travel through this figure very, very well. Ooh, very much a fan of how details are highlighted and illuminated on translucent vinyl figures. It just kind of works, you know? I just so very wish there was a way for me to, I don't know, just display them like this. Because this would look so much cooler if there was a way to display. That rhymed. I didn't mean for it to. I mean, it kind of rhymed, but... Alright, checking out the ass. Yep, pineapple-ish. Brown and yeller. God, just look at that. Fuck. Yeah, this guy's gonna be commanding presence and shelf space galore. And if you ever have people over, I wouldn't doubt at least maybe 6 out of 10 times somebody's gonna ask, did you make a pineapple sculpture of 3-headed golden Godzilla? That's when you look them in the eyes, spit in their face, and say, no, we don't do that here. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. When next I see you, which will be on Wednesday, maybe Friday, we're gonna be taking a look at Golden Odo Goji and last scene final Goji. There we go. Not final scene last Goji. Thank God you're not the last Goji anymore. Have yourselves a lovely day, afternoon, and week until I see you. Social media. Peace. Yeah. Bye.